Three of the Republican National Convention just wrapped up here in Milwaukee in battleground state Wisconsin. Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio introduced himself to the party and to the nation as Donald Trump's running mate. He accepted his party's nomination formally this evening. There's also news on the other side of the aisle from the Democrats. Sources sharing with CNN details of a recent phone call between President Biden and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who remains a very powerful and influential Democrat in Congress. CNN's MJ Lee is joining us from the White House with more. MJ, what can you tell us about this call?
Jake, we are learning that former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and President Biden spoke again recently, and that Pelosi told the president that polling shows that the president cannot defeat Donald Trump and that he could destroy Democrats' chances of winning the House if he were to continue seeking a second term. Now, we are also told by our sources that the president responded by being defensive about the polling, telling Pelosi he has seen the data polling that shows that he can in fact win, and that at one point Pelosi asked Mike Donilon, the president's senior advisor, to get on the line to go over the data. Now, none of our sources said whether in this phone call Nancy Pelosi privately told President Biden that she believes he should drop out of the race, but it's important to note this is the second known conversation now between Nancy Pelosi and President Biden since his debate performance that really shook the party at the end of June. I should also note the White House wouldn't comment on our reporting in this meeting. They said President Biden is the nominee of the party. He plans to win. And a Pelosi spokesperson said Pelosi has been in California since Friday and has not spoken to Biden since. Obviously, Jake, we cannot overstate just how important Nancy Pelosi is to all of this. She has so much sway within the party. She probably has the best pulse on where all of her colleagues are on the Biden situation than probably anybody else. And the big question going forward is, at some point, does she get to a point where she maybe publicly says that she believes that the president shouldn't stay in the race?
All right. MJ Lee, amazing stuff. Jeff Zeleny also has been reporting on the story. Jeff, tell us more about these conversations between former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and President Biden.
Look, Jake, a lot of Democrats have been taking their worries and fears to former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and we have really seen an evolution of her thinking over the last now nearly 3 weeks since that debate. Now, when President Biden said he is going to run, he's not reconsidering, she reopened the door for him, and that allowed some other House Democrats to have conversations with her. So she has been trying to handle this behind the scenes, if you will, but what we are hearing is that it hasn't worked, so they are being slightly more public with this. But she's not alone. Last Saturday, a key meeting in all of this. History may show this to be a pivotal meeting here, depending on what happens. Senator Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, traveled to Rehoboth Beach. That's where the president was spending the weekend. He had a private one-on-one meeting with the president, expressing concerns of Senate Democrats as well, that they do not think that they can win and are worried about him winning in November. So, Jake, taking together all of this, this is a different moment here as we hit the 3-week period. As for the president, he's back in Delaware. The campaign tells me tonight he's in this race. He's not changing. And they say he'll be the Democratic nominee. Of course, we'll see about that, Jake.
We will. Jeff Zeleny, let's stick around. Let's talk about this with my panel, Chris Wallace and Dana Bash. I want to show some recent video, the most recent video we have of President Biden. He has COVID. He had to cancel an appearance at an event. Here he is earlier tonight at Dover Air Force Base, Delaware, walking down the stairs, looking, I don't know, around, let's say. And it's a very halting procession down the stairs, though. And the reason I wanted to show this video is I'm not sure in all these conversations how much it's being illustrated to President Biden. Not just that Democrats worry he cannot turn this around, that he's a drag on the ticket, that he is going to lose, but that the reason he is the drag on the ticket, the reason that his poll numbers are so bad, is irreversible. It is because the American people think he's too old, not competent to do the job. That was highlighted even more in the debate, but that's where the American people, according to polls, have been for months, if not years. This is not something that he can turn around. We've seen him speak before the NAACP and lose his train of thought. We've seen him give interviews to Speedy
Stephanopoulos?
No, not
No.
Stephanopoulos.
Holt?
No, the YouTuber.
Yeah, the YouTuber.
And he loses his train of thought in those interviews as well. This is not something that he can turn around. It's you can beat Donald Trump, but you can't beat Father Time.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, that is why what you are seeing, the private conversations that MJ was just reporting on, even more so with Nancy Pelosi. What we know, Chuck Schumer, we know that he was very direct with Joe Biden when he spoke with the president on Saturday. And we know about these series of conversations that he's had with House Democrats, particularly the one with some of the frontliners, the more centrist Democrats, who were very blunt with him on the polling, but also on the fundamentals that you were just talking about. I mean, now he has COVID. I mean, we both have had COVID. I certainly have not felt great. But this is far beyond the moment that we are in right now. Jake, I have talked to House members. I've been texting with them, listening to what has been going on publicly, even in the last 10 hours, 12 hours, knowing what has already been going on privately, seeing it become more public. One said to me, the walls are closing in on the president because the desperation, the frustration, and the real, sometimes in some cases, anger is overwhelming that they can't get through to him.
You know, sometimes you see an image, and it's almost a perfect metaphor for a situation. And to see Joe Biden looking so slow, so halting, so old as he came down the steps. And when it originally happened, CNN put it on live in a split screen. I forget exactly what was going on at the convention at that point, but you know there was energy and excitement and a plan for the future. Not saying it's necessarily the right plan. And you see Joe Biden, as his political support is crumbling, as his financial support is crumbling, as he's suffered a health setback, as he's had a series, as you say, of troubling interviews, as he's making the effort to show that the debate that you co-moderated was somehow a bad night. It isn't going away, and tonight just seemed to be a culmination of it. Having said all of that, you know, it's one thing to say to a guy, hey, your numbers in Ohio or Pennsylvania are really, really bad. It's another thing to say, you're no longer up to the job. That gets to a whole different, not a political level, a personal level. And for him and his wife, Jill, and his family to come to terms with that is going to be very hard. And I'm not sure that he will.
Yeah, and Anderson, that's one I'm wondering, these blunt messages that are being given to President Biden from Speaker Pelosi, from Leader Schumer, the Democratic leader of the Senate, and on and on and on. How many of those messages are performance-based as opposed to just your polling numbers are bad?
Yeah.
How many of them are the kind of blunt conversation that so many of us have had to have with parents or grandparents because of the inevitability, the situation that if we're lucky enough to get to be that old, we all face?
Yeah. Adam Schiff as well has come out very publicly. I mean, David Axelrod, of course, you know, Jake makes the point about conversations people have had with family members, that we've all had with family members. And that's what this may boil down to, conversations with Biden family members. And from all the reporting, it seems that
his world has shrunk, Anderson, to his family and a couple of close advisors. And someone has to recognize the reality of the situation. There was a memo circulating today among the congressional leadership done by a PAC for the Senate and House, PACs for the Senate and House, and in it, it said that 18% of people now say they believe the president is fit to serve. 18%, including just a third of people who voted for him last time. You put that together with the meeting with Katzenberg, which reflects, I think, the reality. The money has dried up. And I said earlier...
There's a report that Jeffrey Katzenberg, a large fundraiser...
Who is his key fundraiser. No one has done more for the president than Katzenberg. He's devoted his life to this project. you know, someone has to say, here is the reality. There is not a path forward. He said in an interview that he would get out if he was told by his advisors that there wasn't a path forward. If his advisors don't tell him that now, they're not doing him a service, and they shouldn't be
Yeah.
his advisors.